Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Tutorials. So in this video, we are going to understand the looker, the key terminologies. So what we call the key terminology, how we call LookML. So each and every definitions we can understand here. Okay, so Looker is a modern BI platform. So that's lets users to explore and build dashboards and create reports, all powered by the LookML, the backend model, right? The LookML, it's a semantic modeling layer. So now let's break down the key looker terms we will use in the looker. Okay, first we will understand the LookML. Okay, so LookML is it's a standard for, we can call it as the modeling layer. Okay, so basically LookML stands for Looker Modeling Language. So basically, Looker can understand easily. So it creates a layer between the end users in between the database. So it is available in between the end user and the database. So what is the end user is trying to do the export, right? The data analysis. So based on that, it will create the SQL query and it will transform the SQL query to the database and it will fetch the data. So it's a declarative language used to define measures, dimensions. We can create joins and apply some business logics and control data consistency. So in this LookML model, we are going to apply the business logic. So what are the business logics we have? So everything we are going to apply in the LookML model itself. So by using the LookML model, we can join the multiple tables. We can create customized tables if there is a complexity, right? So in that scenario, we will create the custom tables and we can create the fields. Fields means it's like a dimensions directly, which is taken from the database. We can create some calculated custom fields as per our new requirement. Okay, so the other terminology is it's a dimension. So dimensions are it's a described data. So normally you can see, right, the city, customer name, order name, the country, product category. Those are comes under dimensions. So they were used to grouping and filtering and slicing data. So it's always in a group by part. So you can see, right, the user is always in a group by part whenever it is committed here. Okay, so when you're trying to create any report, right, so in that side they will call it as a descriptive data. So basically it will describe the field name. Okay, so which is automatically created all the fields. So when you're trying to create a view, right, so that time if you import the table to the looker, okay, so what are the fields are available in the particular table, it will automatically import and it will create the dimensions. Okay, and coming to the measure, so it's a calculation field, always a part of aggregation. We can see here, right, the count is the aggregation. So the examples are total sales, count of orders, average revenue. They were usually cycle aggregations like sum, count, average. We can do the aggregation, right? So what is if there is any aggregation field, then we will call it as a measure. And coming to the other one is view. Okay, so view is so it's a kind of table. So how we there in the back end, right, the table, that database. Just similar we create the view. It's almost the same. So there is no much changes in the view wise. The only difference is we can see here, right. Let me go back and I will show you how it is the view. See, here is the, we can take it this as an example. So the created dates, the status, the traffic source, these are the fields are available in the backend. I mean, the table, it's already fields are available. So when you try to create a view from the table, it will automatically import and it will create these fields as it is. And the data types also based on the table wise, right? The table structure wise, it will pull and it will show the data types. It will automatically, it will detect and it will show us. So basically, the view represents the table or derived table from the database. Okay, so it's basically how we created the view in our database, right? Based on the table, it's simply the same kind of structure in LookML. Okay, so it's a view, just how we created in the materialized view or views, right? In the database. that is also the same. Okay, the standard view, like it's going to be simply we are going to import the table and we are trying to create the same structure view in the LookML. Okay, so the looker define means we need to do some kind of customization. So based on the SQL query, okay, we can write some SQL query, and based on the SQL query, we are trying to create the view. So that one we are calling it as a derived tables here. So if you want to, look at different physical table. So if you want to create some PDTs, persistent derived table, the data should be stored in the backend table in the database. In that scenario, we will go for the persistent derived tables. So this also comes under views only, and we can create multiple views. Okay, so when you are trying to create we have multiple tables, right? Like if you see orders, product, category, so in that scenario we will create each view as a separate. Okay, we'll create, and all the views we are trying to join, okay, in the model level. So that time we will call it as the explore. So what is the explore in the top right? So we can see the inventory items. So this is the head of the explore. We will call it as the explore name. Okay, when you're trying to do the analysis, so that time it will show as a explore name. Dimensions and dimensions measures within the view files, right? Those fields are also visible in the view level. So here is the explore. You can see, right, the inventory items. We can see the inventory items here. It's available. So if I click here, it will show all the information. So use explore to begin analysis, clearly organize explores around the business. So an explore is where users to analyze the data. So it combines one or more files, one or more view files. We can define the joins. User to we can so we can ask the user to define the restrict the access in the explore level. So basically, the explorers are used to do the self-service analytics. So we can do the self-service analytics in the explore level. Okay. So coming to the model, so this is also the one of the important concept in the model wise. Okay, so the model is it contains all the information. So what are the views, explores, everything we created, right? Those information is available in the model level. Okay, so if you see the hierarchy wise, so this is the highest level. Okay, so model is the highest level of the hierarchy. So the model contains the all the informations like the explores, what are the explores we created, and the database connections we created. Everything is available here. You can see that the connection name. So you can see them the explore. So user is a one view. On top of that, in the model level, we are trying to create the explore. The similar way, the all the tables join here. The other views also joined here based on the view. Okay, so we can provide and we can restrict the access in the explore level or model level also. Okay, so we can organize explores into the based on the business requirement. We can arrange all the explores. Okay, so we can do it. So basically, we can have only one connection in the each model. So we can give only up to only one connection into the model level. So we can't give multiple connections. So here is the highest level of the hierarchy in the our structure. So LookML project. So project is which is the main the main part of the this looker model. Okay, so project is it's not a folder structure. It is a workplace where all the LookML files are available. So what are the LookML files we created? So everything should be available in the in this project. So this is the highest level to the looker object. If you compare the LookML project is the top one. Later we bottom down is the model. The model contains explores. The explores is referencing to the views. Okay, so it's almost independent object. So it's there is no connection between this project to this project. This is completely independent. So we can't change anything. So okay, so if there is any view we created in the e-commerce project, we can't we can't pull to the FAA. So if you want, we need to pull and we need to create a separate view. So there is a one more concept. We can use the project import. So by using that manifest file, we can, we can access the other project objects. Okay. So the project contains all the views, models, explores, even the dashboards as well, like do LookML dashboards. Okay, so this is the very highest level object of the Looker. So this is about the Looker terminology. So in the next video, I will show you how to create the new LookML project, how we are going to create the project, and within the project, how we are going to create the models, views, everything. I will explain. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching.